Yo, 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 what's going on? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Power Plays Palace, man. Good morning, everybody. Um, First of all, let me say that it is a crazy time in the market, so we're gonna get straight to the chart for sure. Let's look at it. Uh, so this is the chart from Friday. So we was gonna serve the spiral moving that we were gonna look for a reclaim of the gap at 659.85 with our targets being 662.20, 662.97, 664. And then if it rejected, you're looking at 659, 660 entry, stop it below 661 with a target 657, 655, and 653. So let's look at the chart, right? Friday. All right. So Friday, what happened? We opened up here around 656, and we pulled back a little bit, 654. Then we shot back up to 656, and then we pulled down over to 651, which is very low, and that was a $5 move. But then it went sideways, consolidated for a little while, and if you can see with my open range breakout, the way it works is these two lines represent like that's 50, 150%. That's away from the opening range from this line in the middle here. So you see it consolidated within this area, but then when it broke out, pulled back a little bit here on this candle, tried to retest it, then you got the green candle pulled back. But from there, after it consolidated again, it went from 651 down to 644, starting at about 140, 2 o'clock. From 2 o'clock to about 3:35, it was like a $7 move down. So you definitely would have been able to play that there. And so that's how the spot played out on Friday. And you go back and look at the chart, it actually closed below. It went lower than all of the levels I got on the left. So if you was 100% solid, you're disciplined, you had the patience to wait to, more the end part of the day and that Friday, then you was able to benefit tremendously from that. So let's look at the chart for today. If you're looking at first of all, let me show y'all what the chart look like first of all. Let's do that. Pre-market. This is what a spot look like in the pre-market. It went all the way down to the 645, in the end of the day Friday, but it opened up this morning at 642, 641 area, which is about a $10 gap because at the end of the day on Friday after the market closed, you had your little overnight up until noon about 8 o'clock. You can get the extended hours in, and so it gapped down, but then it ran all the way up here to those 666.80. It's an old number we're living in. It's also the pre-market high again, and then from there it pulled back to 656, and it went back up a little bit. So let me tell you what happened. So it says 655.7. What happened is the president announced that they were not going to burn the oil facilities, power plants in Iran, and that they have been having discussions about ending the war. So everybody jumps in, and then why is it going red now? Because a few minutes after that, all settled in, Iran came back and said, "Nah, we haven't had any conversation with them. The U.S. offered a ceasefire through Russia, and that's where we're at with that. So we haven't had any direct conversations. They just sent us with a ceasefire offer from Russia, and we might with that. That's what I around announced, and then the market dropped 10 points after that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this thing pull out with the propaganda that's gonna come out. So be careful with your trades. Um, so let's look at today's chart. Um, so if Sparkle we created with 656 area, 657, 658 in that area right there. We put a stop below 654 because it's a $20 pre-market range, $25. We'll target 660, 150, 665, and 668. Now, if we get some rejection from around this area, the 656, 657 area, put our stopping bowl at 659, and then we'll target 650, 647, and 644 on the pullback. And what that's probably based on the news and stuff coming out today. I was here, everybody, just be careful trading today. That's your trade plan. I'm not 100% sure with the uncertainty in the market because all it takes is the right bomb to hit the right place, and then we're looking at a crazy market change. So just be careful. This is not financial advice. Be disciplined. But this is our plan for the day. It's a wide west $25 range in the pre-market, which is huge. But we made that because of everything that's going on with the economy, the global economy, and the markets. So we need to be very mindful of that. And we could have my portfolio, my dividend stock, and all that. Oh man, you talking about a bloodbath? Tell a big hit. And if you're about to retire in the next few months, man, you want this thing to be over with because it's gonna kill your retirement and everything. But that's a whole nother conversation. So what we gonna do, hey man, try to get as much as you can. Your trades, be disciplined, be in and out, stay stop loss. It's not financial advice. And you want to troll with us at Power Plays, come on over and join us. We here, man. Have a good day and truly be safe. But man, be careful out here in this market because it's a wild, wild world, man. The wild, wild west, baby. Let's go. Power Plays, we out.
Auf covering man. You guys go next.